What up, YouTube? How is everyone? I hope good. I don't know why I'm yelling. Probably because I can talk loud today because I don't have any kids here. I'm here with another video. It's on runners. Why do people run from love? Obviously, it's something that I've experienced in my life, probably a time or two. It's something I want to research on. I did get my information off the internet, just so you know. And I'm going to share what I found with you, and hopefully it might help you if you find yourself in this predicament. Here we go. There are many reasons why people run from love. People are scared of accepting love. What will their parents think? If someone sees us, what will they think? Another reason is if the person they love hurts them or breaks their heart. What's likely going on is that we are, us, whatever, have a fear of losing ourselves in a relationship. And the more you like the person, the bigger your fear of engulfment and commitment gets. Why is that? Do you know? There are a number of reasons you might fear losing yourself in a relationship. If you are single, most likely you don't want to be single. You want to be out on the prowl looking for that certain someone to spend your life with, no matter who you are. Sure, sometimes it's good to be single. Sometimes it's fun. It can be a blast, but people get tired of it because, being single, it's like you have those quick in and out people and whatever else, single people do, or some single. I'm not going to say all. Once you once you do find that one person that you want to fall in love with, do you find yourself sabotaging it right away? Do you find yourself running from love? Do you actually know what the fear is within you that causes you to run? Do you know what's causing you to, what has gone on in your life to make you afraid to love, to make you get close to somebody, to open up emotionally and share your emotions and show them your sensitive side or whatever? Do you find yourself finding little faults with the other person once you've made a commitment to them? Do you find that you are suddenly not attracted to that person? Do you find yourself not speaking your truth, not speaking up in the relationship, not, being honest and open? Are you feeling somewhat bored in the relationship, even though you're telling your friends that the relationship's going great? Are you getting preoccupied or finding other ways to distance yourself from the relationship? Say they're wanting to go to the movies. Well, no, I got to work tonight. Or no, I got to do this. I got to do that. You're just avoiding them. Are you returning calls, emails, or text messages to them? Probably not. Are you wondering if once again you have picked the wrong person? What's likely going on is that you have a fear of losing yourself in a relationship, and the bigger your fear is, the bigger your fear is of an engulfment and commitment gets. I don't know if that just came out right. I don't think it did, but I hope you understood it. What are some reasons you might fear losing yourself in a relationship? You have been taught that you are responsible for others' feelings, especially someone you love. You believe that in your partner, you believe that if your partner is unhappy, it's up to you to fix it, even if it means giving yourself up. You have deep fear of rejection, and you believe you have to give yourself up in order to avoid being rejected. You believe that no one will love you if you stay true to yourself. You are trying to control how the other person feels about you by giving yourself up to avoid rejection. Do you tell yourself that the other person's feelings are more important than your own, and that you have to put yourself aside for the other person's happiness? This is a rejection of self, not of a person, but of self. Do you judge yourself if the other person is unhappy with you? This is rejection of self. Do you make how the other person feels about you responsible for whether you feel you are okay? That is a rejection of self. Do you ignore your own feelings and needs, instead making the other instead of making the other feelings and needs important? This is a rejection of self. Do you allow yourself to take another rejection personally, telling yourself that you are not good enough, that you are inadequate, that you're not pretty enough, that you're not tall enough, short enough, skinny enough, fat enough? This is a rejection of self. As long as you are rejecting yourself rather than loving and valuing yourself, you will feel afraid of losing yourself in a relationship. You might want to do some inner work that is necessary to help you build up, your confidence and your self-love and respect. Otherwise, you're going to run into this in every one of your relationships because it's not going to just go away. People need we all have been hurt. We've all had our hearts ripped out. We've all had them, stomped on, and people shit on us and people deceive us and, everything else, which makes us afraid to trust people. But the thing is that, when you're going into your next relationship, that person isn't the person that left you or did all that stuff to you. This is a new person. And if we never give somebody a chance, a fair, honest chance, then we'll never have a healthy relationship in that way. And then if we're rejecting ourselves, then we're never going to have a healthy relationship because of that. And trust me, I have I have abandonment issues and all kinds of shit. I'm just like, I'm trying to really work through this. I went through like a traumatic thing in my life and it really just fucked me up. And that's not even counting when I was a child, when my parents were so fucked up back then and, everything else. But, the best way to do it is do like me, research it, just really try to understand it, try to put those steps and, like just the little information I do give you should give you an idea of what will help. And I try to remember those things now when I'm dealing with, if I'm in a relationship or, even in my relationship with my friends and family. I've just really, really tried to start incorporating all these, things that that will help if you do it. And so then I'm not fearing abandonment when I go into a relationship. I'm not feeling, rejected because I have been rejected, and then it's hard on somebody. Nobody wants to be rejected. But we all have to go through it. We all have to experience it. It's part of life, but we don't need to be stuck there. We need to learn how not to get stuck there and move on, because there's somebody else that won't reject us, that would be more than happy to love us, that would be more than happy to date us and sleep with us and have sex and on and on and on. So we need to remember that. And that's another one of my flaws. I'm such a person that if I get hurt, I somehow get stuck in this area over here when I should be over here already, like way down the fucking road, and I'm still over here. So you need to, mosey on. So I'm really working on that also. We make things a lot more harder than what they're meant to be. And then we keep ourselves stuck in these areas when we're not supposed to be. We're supposed to, get it and go. So then we can move on to something else. And then hopefully the next time maybe we may get it. We might stay or we might have to go, but it will be easier each time because we're not focusing and we're remembering the things that we're being taught and reprogramming our brains and all that good stuff. So, well, anyways, that's all I have for today. I actually got 2 videos done today, which I'm really like excited about. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped you in some way. I wish you all the luck if you are in love with somebody or you have somebody that you really like and they're ran, because it's a shitty feeling. And for those people that do this, please understand how the people feel. And, you know, if you haven't contacted them, contact them and explain yourself and just be an adult about it. You know, that's all it takes. I mean, it's not very hard to be an adult and, you know, communicate with somebody. So that's all I got. Much love, peace, healing, positive vibes, and peace again.